We about to go, man. I'm picking up my homeboy, and we about to head out. I meant to start the vlog a long time ago, but today we are going on a Christian retreat, some type of thing associated with the class. With the college. It's called InterVarsity or something like that. We going on this little 5-day retreat thing, bro, and it's about to be lit. Picking up my cousin right now. We finna get at it. It's about an hour away up in the woods, but we'll see what happens.
It's a smaller group, so you kind of get the,
Right.
All right, you ready? All right, guys. Watch this. You got how many seconds it'll take you to get this fish?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There he is.
That easy.
Another one. Another one.
That easy,
Got
baby. That easy.
Worm in his mouth.
Right. He thought he was getting yes.
Right. Thought he had some. Thought he did some.
Gotcha.
Thought he did some.
Literally gotcha.
Throw him back.
Absolutely. You gotta let him die out first. Just gonna hop around, let him die out a little bit. Like not die out, but kind of just let him. So I'm popping is gonna do all that.
How long will we stay alive in this state?
Probably like a minute. See, look now. And I got the worm. Put it right there.
Checkmate. He's forfeit.
Right. So my little fishy.
Beautiful view. Beautiful view. Oh, Texas. Can you make it? Hey. Good YouTube. Today is a very interesting day. So yesterday I came back from a very, very meaningful experience. I went on a Christian retreat program called InterVarsity, and they work with different schools across the country, I'm assuming. I just came back from that, bro, yesterday. It's Saturday. I just came back yesterday on Friday. Dude, when I tell you that was like one of the best experiences I've ever had, honestly, like genuinely speaking. It was basically a week of worshiping God and praying. It was really nice, actually. I met a lot of people, met a lot of good friends there. A lot of lifelong friends that I'm going to continue to, keep in touch with. So yesterday was on Friday and we came back and I was already getting sick. I don't know if y'all can hear, but my voice is already kind of gone. I've been talking all week. And so my voice is gone and I was coughing and I was like, look, I'm ready to go home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to go. But especially meaningful for me, not only the spiritual side, and I'll talk about that in a second, but it was mostly like the social side because like, it reminded me of, y'all might not have heard of this. It's called 4-H. So it's another summer camp that I used to go on back in the day with my cousin. You stay there on campus and you eat and you sleep and they give you food, you know what I mean? Like it's basically like college. And so this retreat is basically like college. You know what I mean? They gave us a dorm. We had to sleep in there with like 5 or 6 other people. And we got up and there's like a buffet or whatever. And then but instead of going to class, we just go to the tabernacle, go to the church or whatever. The church basically. And we were just worshiping like all day. And like they gave us like little packets of scriptures and stuff. This week was based on the book of Acts. And it was just very meaningful, honestly. Like it was just great, honestly. Like just worshiping God all week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then today I ironically had a meeting from my church. It was a men's group meeting from the church. And then I'm going to go to church on Sunday tomorrow. And it's Mother's Day, actually. So it's going to be literally a week straight of just worshiping God, praising God. Like what else? What's better than that? You know what I mean? Like what could be better than that? I learned a lot about myself, honestly. I learned a lot about myself and I feel like I came out a better person than I was when I entered. Because like there was still a little bit of like doubt entering there. And I feel like I removed a lot of that doubt by being there. I don't always get a lot of opportunity to talk to a whole bunch of people my age on a day-to-day basis, especially because I take online classes at my college. And so I really don't be around people my age a lot of times. It'd be older people, especially because I be in the church a lot. So it'd be way older people. And so it was just really nice to be back in that environment and talk to people my age. And like know that I can still fit in and know I can still connect, know I can still make friends. Like it was just dope, bro. We played some basketball. I got dominated. We went fishing a little bit. It was just a week, away from life, a week away from all the distractions of normal life. Barely on my phone. I don't have Instagram and stuff anyway. Yeah, I think I'm sick, bro. But yeah, like I've been working real hard over the past you know, years basically, you know, like since I left college, since I left a university setting. I haven't been in a setting like that since then. And I left my university in 2023. So it's been 3 years since then. You know what I mean? So I haven't been in a space like that in 3 years. And so it was really dope to just be back in that type of environment. Even though it wasn't real college, it felt like it. But the reason today was interesting was because I came back and all week I was great. Like honestly, the whole week I was great. But today, like I like fell into a little bit of a spiral today, like emotionally this morning. Like I was just pissed off for some reason. Like I can't even remember why actually. I was really pissed. Oh yeah, because like I don't know if y'all noticed, but like I had a lot of like bad habits and stuff, as a lot of people do. And ever since I was baptized in early March, I I've been removing those bad habits from my life. And so the thing is, like, I haven't necessarily replaced them with anything yet, you know? And so it can be a little bit challenging because I removed a lot of bad habits from my life, but I haven't replaced them. And so it's just like empty space now, you know? And so it's kind of hard. And it's like when you have empty space, like that's when you want to go back to the bad habits, you know, like, because those are my coping mechanisms, right? And so I can't do that now. You know what I mean? Because I have too much awareness. And it's like I don't even really want to, but it's just you have those urges because it was a habit for so long. And so I have to fight these urges all day, like all the time. You know what I mean? And so I was just like, I just be getting pissed off. Like, why am I even doing this? Like, what is the point of this? I have to keep fighting this. Like, do I just have to keep fighting this forever? Blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, mad, bro. And I can get into this a little bit more, but it was like an existential thing. Like, I was just thinking like, bro, like life is always going to have some suffering. You know, like I had a great week last week, and then I immediately started being pissed off. You know what I mean? There's always going to be some suffering. There's always going to be some like, it's always going to be ups and downs is basically what I'm saying. And so I haven't really came to a conclusion yet on the stuff that I was thinking about. But basically, like, the only conclusion that I've come to so far is that basically life goes on. And I guess like you don't have to have all the answers in order to just continue forward, which is not something that I necessarily like. I don't really like that concept. I don't really like that conclusion, if I'm being completely honest, but that's all I've really come to so far. Cause like I'm the type of person I wanna come up with a solution. You know, I wanna be done with it. I wanna just like think through it and come up with a solution and have that. But I don't have that. Like life doesn't have those concrete answers all the time. You know, like and that's what your faith in God comes down to. You know, you just have to have faith. And that's hard for someone like me, if I'm being honest, because I'm just like I'm very analytical and critical. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of stuff. I don't really like just open-ended stuff. Like just have faith. Like it sounds so abstract and vague, you know, but that's really what it comes down to. Like that's really what it is. Like it just comes down to not overthinking stuff and just having that faith, bro. You know what I mean? Like you just keep going. It's really just keep going. Like that's really the answer. Like you just got to keep going because you can't stop. If you stop, then that's when things get worse. Even though life doesn't have all the answers, like you just kind of have to go along with it anyway, type thing. I wish I had a better answer, but like this is just stuff that I've been thinking about today. But it was just interesting that it came after like such an amazing week that I had. We got back probably about 3:00 p.m. and I just slept the entire day because I was just so tired. To me, this is my season of change. This is my season of transition, and so it's gonna be hard. I just have to accept that it's gonna be difficult. It's just transition, man. And transition is never easy. Change is not easy, but you know, nothing worthwhile ever is. And so, you know, I'm just going through, making sure I don't lose myself or lose God in the process. And I'm just trusting Him through it. That's why I make sure I stay in the church. I make sure I go to Bible study. Between those two, having those two pillars throughout the week is really, really like everything for me. Because without that, like it's just you're just on your own basically. So yeah, bro, I feel like I'm changing right now and I'm transitioning. So it's difficult. It's difficult because only right now, like right this second, I haven't necessarily found something specific to replace those bad habits with. because I was already working out and I was already doing productive stuff in the midst of the bad habits, and so now I'm just removing the bad habits, and so it's like what next? You know, like what now? Do I have to add more productive stuff? You know what I mean? Like, is it just all about production? I don't know. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's the type of stuff I'm going through, you know, in this season of life. But I brought up the church because those type of answers is what helps me. Let me see. Because I want to give a shout out to him. Dr. Robert Smith Jr. Dr. Robert Smith Jr. He was a pastor the other day at my church. And he was talking about pruning and how God is pruning you. Like you know how pruning is like a bush, for example. It's when you get all the dead leaves and all the, you know, long sticks and all the stuff that makes a bush look unkept, and you kind of cut it down and you take the weeds out and you just make it look nice. You just remove all the extra stuff. You remove all the things that don't need to be there and you shape it nicely, right? That's what pruning is. And so he was talking about God pruning you. So it's like he's cutting out all the bad stuff. He's cutting out all the sins and all the distractions and all the stuff that you don't need in your life, right? Like he's doing that. And it feels like he's cutting on you. He feels like, like, why are you doing this to me? That's what I feel like. I'm like, dang, God, like, why? You know, like, why? You know, like, but it's like he's preparing you. You know, he's preparing you for the next season of life. This is very important. I found that this comes up a lot in scripture and in just in talks, you know, like preparation. God is always preparing you. God is preparing you for something else. Like it's a season of preparation before you get to your next season, which is going to be greater than your current one. And he has to prepare you for it. He can't just send you into the next season, you know, with your past self. He has to prepare you for it. He has to make sure that you're worthy. He has to make sure that you're going to accept it right. And make sure you're going to do things right once he gives you that blessing. So he's got to test you first. You know, so I feel like that's what's going on right now. And so it's just keeping that perspective, trying to like not lose myself. And like I'm trying to remember that, you know what I mean? And I'm just trusting where God takes me because I don't know where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really the challenge. I don't really know what this is gonna lead to specifically. Like I don't like have a North Star. It's like boom. If I do all this, this is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. But I'm just trusting God that you know this is the right way to go. So yeah, man. Just a little bit about my current status or whatever. But like I said, that week, that spiritual retreat was very, very meaningful. And I'm gonna go next year for sure. It was really dope and answered a lot of questions that I had for a long time. Honestly, you know, like it was really good to just be myself, be this new current version of myself, and like still be able to, you know, move through. Like I was able to move through the camp how I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like with confidence and with, you know, purpose and with like, you know, integrity and all of that type of stuff. I was able to show up how I wanted to, and I feel like that was really, really meaningful for me. So, yeah, I'm gonna just keep building on this, keep the momentum going. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I'll catch y'all a little bit later. I appreciate you watching. Stay close with God, and just keep going. Just keep improving. Don't give up. Even though life gets hard, life gets rough, just don't give up, bro. That's all you got to do. So all you got to do is just don't give up. Just live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out from there. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.